Are you thinking about selling your house? The timing of the sale can truly be the difference between maximizing your profit or leaving a bunch of money on the table. But how do you know when it's the right time to sell? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the key factors that you need to consider when you make the smartest decision possible for your situation and when you should properly sell your house. Let's dive in. What's up, everyone? My name is Jack Bouvier with the Bouvier Real Estate Group. We navigate the dynamic Saskatoon real estate market that we have. If you have any questions about either buying, selling, or investing here, I'd be more than happy to help. Feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are in the description below, and I'd be happy to help you achieve your real estate goals. Understanding market conditions. There is a cyclical pattern to real estate that does affect the housing market and prices. Real estate does fluctuate between sellers markets, buyers markets, balanced markets. When it is a seller's market, it means that there's a high demand, there's fewer listings to choose from for buyers, homes are selling for top dollar, above asking, shorter days on market. As for a buyer's market, that means it's going to be more competitive among sellers, potentially lower prices, and a longer time on market for properties to truly sell. And as for balanced markets, it means this time is often steady conditions when neither buyers nor sellers have major advantages. Now, in order to understand if it is a buyer's or seller's market, you have to look at the inventory levels, average days on market, months of supply, as well as pricing trends in your area. Typically, months of supply lower than 2.5 months, meaning it is a seller's market. If the months of supply is higher than 4, then that means it is a buyer's market. And if it is a month's supply in between 2.5 to 4, then that typically means it is a balanced market. And this month of supply statistic or number is when there's a certain amount of sales that are happening in that specific month, and then there's a certain amount of inventory properties that are available to purchase. So based off of the properties that are available to purchase and the previous sales, that means it's going to take X amount of months for all of that inventory to sell with the sales data that we currently have. So that's how many months it's going to take for all of the properties to sell with that current pace that we're experiencing. Now, another thing to consider is the personal and the financial readiness. Are you financially ready to sell? Consider your current equity position. If your home has appreciated significantly, selling now could be a very profitable move. Factor in the costs of selling, including your real estate commissions, closing costs, any potential repairs and upgrades that you also have to do. And if you're planning on buying a home after selling, research what the current mortgage rates and affordability are in your desired area. I'd highly recommend hiring a real estate professional that's going to be able to help calculate your potential net proceeds and determine if selling now truly aligns with your financial goals. Now you want to factor in the seasonal timing and the local trends. When is the best time to sell your house? Well, historically and seasonally, spring and early summer are the hottest times of the year in order to sell your house. This is when buyers are truly out of their nest, you could say, and they're ready, willing, and able and wanting to buy a house this time of year. Fall can also still be a strong market, especially if there's low inventory. If those buyers that haven't found a property in the spring and the summer, and they need a house before winter, then fall is probably going to be a busy time for them and you in order to find a house. However, with the winter months, those are typically the slower times of the market seasonally, not always. This previous year in 2024 and early 2025 in Saskatoon, it was a very busy winter with the real estate market. It was continuously a seller's market, but historically, this is a time when buyers don't necessarily want to move in the cold, in the snow. If you are in winter climate areas of the world, then that's not a very favorable time to be moving your house. But on the flip side, this is also a time when there is less competition because there is going to be less demand and less people looking for homes to move in this area. So if a seller does need to sell in this time of the year, when maybe they're a little bit more motivated and eager to sell, so you might be able to negotiate a better deal this time of year as well. You also have to factor in the lifestyle changes and the emotional impact that it's going to have to move a house. Are you ready for the next chapter? It is a crucially big decision. You need to understand if you need to downsize or upgrade or relocate. Is it for work, family, or lifestyle? If your home no longer fits your needs or feels like a burden, then it might be time to sell. If you're emotionally attached to the house, well, it's going to be very difficult to focus on the long-term picture and let go of that property. Some quick and simple signs to know if now is the right time to sell is if you have a significant home equity position and you're making a strong profit, you're able to leverage that sale and diversify to either upgrade or reinvest into something else or relocate, then that is a good indicator. Also, if homes in your area are selling quick at a high price, then that's also a good sign that the market's probably strong in your area. Or Or if you've simply outgrown your house and it doesn't fit your lifestyle, your family needs, then you're probably also going to have to look for a place to move to and sell your current home. Or also, if interest rates are favorable and you're able to get a really good deal on another property, then maybe it's the time to let go of your other house and move to the next chapter. Or simply, if the home that you're holding on to is no longer financially benefit for your reasons, then maybe it's time to let go. So if these multiple signs apply to you, or if any one or two of them do apply, then selling now could be a good, smart financial decision for you and your family. Timing is absolutely crucial when it comes to selling your house. By understanding the market trends, evaluating your financial situation, and recognizing personal readiness, you can make the best decision for your future. If you're considering and want expert advice, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are in the description below. I'd be more than happy to help out any way I can. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to help you achieve your real estate goals.